have some tinfoil. Right here. This is one of my favorite Berkeley Jensen. Now, if you can subscribe, if you can tell me who's the best tinfoil, I'll give you over $50. So then we can make tinfoil hats together and talk about the world and what it consists of. Believe it or not, I'm still bad at making tinfoil hats. Alright, listen. Be aware. Be prepared. One of my archaeologist friends just found a bone, okay? They just found a bone in Africa, and they brought it back. Look at this bone. Yeah. It looks to be, they told me, a femur. Yeah, a part of the leg. Yeah. If you know what it is, you're better than me. I wasn't good in anatomy, but I was kind of good in science and reading. Anyway, here's the dinosaurs. They say that dinosaurs are still around in Africa, just waiting for their time underground in order to retake back the earth. Yup, they evolved. And since China has made soft imperialism in Africa, they're slowly but surely helping recreate dinosaurs in order to take back over the world and control them by remote control. If you're not excited about some of this stuff, then I don't know what is. Look at that. This thing looks amazing. I have to give that back in a couple days. Alright, now, what I also want you to know is, hey, check this out. Look, the bell. Alright, now, they say the Russians, back in around 1526, wanted to alternate the bell and make it so is that every time they ring it, they create sleeper cells and plant them in America in order to take over America. You know, like Marvel's Winter Soldier. That's right. That's what they say they did, and some of them are walking around today. So whenever I ring a bell, well, whenever you hear that sound, they switch and they turn into a bunch of secret soldiers and just start wasting everybody. Apparently, they're gonna do this by the end of next year, so be on the lookout. Yup. Russian scientists, up until this day, are trying to make super soldiers out of just one tap of the bell. Alright. I can't wake up my mom, so I have to be extra quiet. You see that? Yeah. That is crazy, and it's mystified. But we have so much other stuff, okay? Now, you've probably seen this one before. But they say that this cup is the cup of the Last Supper. That's right. The cup of the Last Supper. And apparently, the last person to drink from this was actually Judas. He didn't die. And when he drank from it, he had damnation, eternal life, not in heaven, but on earth. And now, he's Dracula. How crazy is that? Yeah, they say he's living somewhere in America, most likely in Montana, around a lot of cattle. And some people said that knows that somebody's missing because a lot of people live in Montana. And if he doesn't want to eat people, he'll eat cattle. Yeah, guys. You guys are watching a good show right now. So, this is the cup of the Last Supper. I have friends in pretty good places. They told me about this cup. It's pretty cool when you think about it. You got the cup of Jesus. What are you drunk from? I'm not going to drink from it. Because apparently Jesus, he works down the street here in New Jersey. Yeah. He's the cashier at the computer jock store. Yep. I talk to him every day. He told me not to tell anybody because he doesn't want to tell people of his second coming. So I kind of have to believe him. You might think I'm a joke, but hey, I want to see you talk to him. All right, so you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's time for you to start writing into me some of your biggest truths that nobody wants to talk about, okay? Because that's all I talk about here in tinfoil hats. And again, we have a sweepstakes. You make the best tinfoil hat, I judge, you get $50, all right? I'm having such a good time. All right. Now, a couple other things. Okay, now, now what you may see right here is a gold chain. But this, it really isn't gold. It's actually vibranium sprayed by a bunch of Africans. Yeah. So vibranium apparently exists, and I have a chain right now. Okay. I'm actually told I'm not really supposed to actually even talk about this, but apparently this is vibranium. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I'm still here. Okay, so look at this chain. It's very nice and heavy. So apparently, if we wear it, we'll protect ourselves against alien attacks when the day comes. And apparently, that's coming in a matter of 10 years. So be on the lookout. But if you have gold, you have protection. You have protection out there against the alien attacks. Alright? Because the politicians are here. And aliens are already here. There are politicians and they're reptile people. Now, you're probably looking at me and saying, Rich, is this really true? It pretty much is. I look at things like sunglasses. They weren't just meant for us to protect us from the sun, but they were made to protect us and help us read the signals from aliens. That's right. Did you ever notice that when you wear sunglasses, you can look directly in the sun? And on the 5th day of every 5 months, every 5 minutes of 5 seconds, there's a message written on the sun, and the only way you're going to see it is wearing sunglasses. Now, I prefer aviators because you can get closest to the sun if you look at it. On the 5th day of every 5 months, every 5 seconds of 5 minutes. Keep that in mind. You want to be able to read a message from aliens? You look at that. Yep. I think they're trying to tell us that the politicians 50 years ago in Area 51, maybe it was over 50 years ago, let's try 70, they knocked down a bunch of spaceships, and apparently they were aliens who weren't immune to semisonic sounds. And when they did that, these aliens vowed revenge against us, so they went underground as shapeshifters, and they formed themselves as all of our Hollywood stars and politicians, so that when the time comes, they're going to reemerge and take back over the Earth. But not through a huge comet or any type of big sophisticated weapons, but through our food. Yeah, through our food. And then, once we eat the food, we die. Why do you think more people are getting sick everywhere, huh? Why do you think more people are getting sick? And people are dying. They're trying to get us. They're already here. And we let them in. But with my help, and your help, as long as we stay vigilant, as long as we stay steadfast, we can win the fight, brothers and sisters. We can win the fight. Don't let them take me down. Don't let them take you down. You see that? Remember, all we need is sound. One voice, one sound to take them down. Yep. I learned that. Well, anyway, it's almost that time and we're going to go on break. But I want to let you know that I'm not going to give up this fight. Because I was talking to a bunch of cows the other day because did you know cows can actually talk? Yeah. Yep. They speak a different language. It's kind of like Elven from Lord of the Rings. Well, I was talking to one of the cows yesterday at my aunt's farm, and they told me that we have to watch out for our automobiles. In the next 2 years, it's going to be a huge recall, and there will be nothing we can do about it. And when that happens, there's going to be many of deaths. So hopefully, we're able to stop it by then. Listen to me. Listen to me. Stay vigilant, brothers and sisters. And remember, I want you to start using protection. You know what I'm talking about? Whenever you go out there in this world and interact with other people, I want you to use protection. Your tinfoil hats. Because you never know who's out there and who's trying